see from my point of view. Cause I got issues, you got them too. All to me and I'll be mine to you. Excuse my singing? No, don't really, I don't care. Alright, you guys, I am so excited for today, and I was getting ready and that song came on and I thought, how perfect for what we're talking about. Issues. We got issues, huh? First off, before we even start this velocity challenge, I got to celebrate with you. I'm going to tag Adam about this lamp I got. It's the lamp clamp. I finally have a lamp and a little clamp right here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So now I don't have to drop you anymore. How exciting is that? Hey, Patrick and Savannah. Hello, Michael and Jenna. Let me turn this back around. I am super excited about this clamp, clamp. Because now look, it's awesome. And I could, anyways, yes. Hi, Shannon. Hey there. Hey, Jenna, Michael, Tom. Thanks for being here, guys. I'm super excited about today's topic. Hi, Bruce. Thanks for being here. And Juliana, man, piling in. Bring it on, guys. Today's 5-day velocity challenge, we are on day 4, and this week is about, when you're in the velocity program, this week is enroll and fulfill. I talk about this one a lot on the Hearts Unleashed podcast episode. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Misty. You guys. Paul, thanks for being here, guys. Keep on coming in. We are active today. What is up? Hey, Kathy. Okay, so the 5-day velocity challenge is all about breaking up the shit that holds you back. All right. It's the lamp. You saw it. Isn't that so exciting? So you guys, this one's a big one, and this one made a huge difference in my life as far as actually creating forward momentum. Okay. So the habit that is holding you back is refusing help. This is big. This is big time. And I didn't understand this a lot because for my whole life being an athlete, I really prided myself on being so coachable, being able to be told what to do and go do it and get it done and practice it until I get really good at it and I can be the best. Hello, Patrick and Melina and David, you guys, thanks for being here. I really did pride myself on being able to be told what to do and doing it really well. So I thought, yeah, I receive help well. Like I take coaching well, I take guidance well. And it wasn't until after divorce, I was in my shit, I was in my woes, I was feeling sorry for myself. And one of my coaches, my life coaches, not my athletic coach, not a boss. Hi, Christopher. Thanks for being here. Happy birthday week. Celebrate all week long. Hello, Joanna. Joanna. And so I thought, you know, if I can be told what to do and I can do it and I can follow direction, well, of course I could receive help. Well, after divorce, I never really dealt with all of that grief or those feelings. And that really started to wear and tear on me. I share that a lot in my story when I do share divorce about how I doubled down on work. I doubled down on trying to be, you know, coachable in my career so I could accelerate, so I could distract myself, and so I could still feel like I was succeeding somehow, even though I felt like this epic failure in relationship and marriage and in life in general, because a lot of what I thought my life was went away really quick. And that hurt. That hurt a lot. And I never had to deal with an emotional breakdown the same way. I kind of had a glimpse of that when I tore my knee up in college and I had to deal with not feeling like a basketball player anymore. But I was able to outwork that one. I was able to out-achieve that feeling and that letdown. But divorce really tipped the scale for me, and I had a lot of sadness that was surfacing, a lot of anger surfacing, and a lot of resentment that was surfacing, and I was trying to be more coachable because it's what I knew. Hey, Chuck and Lauren and Carol, thanks for coming in, you guys. Hey, Thomas. And so that really wasn't working anymore. And you got to be able to recognize when what your strong suits are or what you're really good at, what you've mastered in life will take you to peaks in your life, But once you cap out on those skills, once you cap out using those survival skills to survive, they then drive you to the pits of your valleys. Because then I went into overdrive. I was overworking, overcoaching, over everything, overcompensating, and eventually I was just over it. And in my coaching experience, some of my colleagues were asking, like, are you going to therapy? Are you going, like, are you getting any help? Are you going to any support groups, anything like that? Are you talking to anybody about what you're dealing with? And I was like, I'm talking to you guys, duh. Like, because I thought coaching was the thing. And come to find out, I had a coach, God bless him, Dave Keenhas. I hope he sees this or I'll tag him. Hey, Nell, and hey, Ava, thanks for being here. Carol, Lauren, glad to see you guys. And so Dave goes, Abigail, you are not coachable. Like, you are struggling so hard. Don't you see it? And I'm like, that's what I'm here for. He's like, this isn't what coaching's for. You need to heal. You need recovery work. You need to go to therapy. You need to go to ACA. You need to do this, that, and the other. And I was like, nah, I think I'm good. And, you know, I was wanting to resist that. And I did resist it for about a month before I finally said, you know what, you're right. Like, I don't feel good. This is tough. And I started getting more and more help. I started going to therapy. I started doing that. And it helped. I did work, emotional work on myself that I had never done my whole life. And a whole lifetime's worth of repressed emotions surfaced. And it was so freeing. It was so wonderful to just let things out of me that I felt unsafe to say, and especially to a third party. I worked with an inner child specialist. I worked with a therapist. I have gone to support groups. Like, I am a huge advocate for mental health and emotional intelligence. And I share with you guys, I'm a clarity coach and an emotional intelligence expert. I support people in understanding what is going on with them. And there is times when therapy will serve you. And when you do work with me, if I see that therapy will serve you better, within my code of ethics, I will say, hey, you may be better served by a therapist. Or if you come to me and you want just like straight business advice, I'm going to say, hey, go to a consultant or a financial expert, right? That's not what I do. I support people in understanding their emotional blocks and barriers so that they can truly break them down. And so we don't even know we have these. They operate right back here in your blind splat. Thank you so much, Mark. Hey, Mindy, Mark, thanks for being here, you guys. Thanks for coming in and participating. And so when I started to do this work for myself, all of the things that were right out of plain sight came up to the front, and I was like, I don't like that, or that doesn't feel good, or that, oh man, there's one feeling that really is like life-changing, is when you bring something from behind up front and you can see it for what it is, and you can put words to it and you can call it something, it sets you free. It automatically gives you your power back. You say, oh my God, that's grief. That's what I've been feeling. No shit. Because you make me confusing it for anger or the not good enoughness. Actually, that's one of those that operates, is like we think we're pissed or something, but we really are just triggered, and our not good enoughness is being triggered, or feeling inferior or feeling less than, or whatever it is. And so one other one is like feeling fundamentally flawed your whole life. Like you always wait for the failure because you're like, this can't go well for me. This can't possibly work out. I'm so used to things just falling through the bottom. And so we have these things that we self-fulfill and we perpetuate in our lives because we haven't healed in the first place. And so refusing help, refusing support is going to hold you back. I promise you. It's probably holding you back right now. And if you can't surface those and just look at them, because they're not dangerous, they're not going to kill you, they're not going to cost you your life, looking at them gives you everything back. It puts the power back in your hands, because beyond recognizing that you've been suffering, you then see the impact of your suffering. the way that it's affected your relationships, your well-being and your health, your career, your everything. It's littered all over your life because the way you do one thing, boo, is the way you do everything. Okay? And so, hey, Maddie, hey, Jeff, hey, thanks, Christopher. The only way to free yourself is admitting you have one. Yes, 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 yes. And I was not willing to admit that I had one because here's the thing. We are too proud. We are too proud to say, I don't feel good. I am hurting. Like, we have to keep up this masculinity, and then women, we got to look like we got it all together. I used to fear so much that if I can't handle it on my own, then what can I handle? Or that's weak, or that's whatever it is. There's lots of stories, and you got to look for the story that you have about receiving support, okay? Because I can encourage you to ask for support all day. And in fact, that's part of today's challenge. I can encourage you to ask for support. However, there is a major difference between asking for support and allowing it in, like actually receiving it. You can say like, this sucks. I need help. No one's helping me. Everyone's so selfish. Everyone only thinks of themselves. No one reaches out to me and checks in on me. No. No, 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 no. It is nobody else's job. Your mental health, your well-being, the quality and direction of your life is no one else's job. So give that up and quit blaming anyone else that it is, okay? You must take ownership. And if you can assume, right, like we're talking about this, that within the program, you generate velocity when you take ownership over the quality and the direction of your life. And you take ownership over your pain, because pain isn't the only thing. We're so afraid of it. We are like, think about this. You are afraid to actually unleash all of your anger. You're afraid of what you might do. You're afraid of what you might say. But consider that there are healthy containers to actually exercise anger and sadness and pain. And I love giving this analogy. It's not mine. Someone coached me on it once, and so I'll share it, but it's so amazing. Hey, Hannah. Trace, I love you too. Yes, let's talk. That's part of today's challenge, so stay tuned for a minute. But when we are trying to hold down anger and repress it, or let's say sadness or grief, anxiety, envy, we're trying to like, no, I don't have time for you. I don't have time for this. We're holding it down. I want you to imagine holding a beach ball underwater, right? When you're holding a beach ball underwater, there's air. It's trying to come up naturally. So you're resisting and it's pushing up against you. And if you stood there for hours and hours and hours just holding this beach ball down and say, no, stay down there, stay down there. That's how you're talking to your feelings. Stay freaking down there, right? And all that it wants to do is come up and come out. And you're holding it down, and then your wrists start to hurt, and then your arms and shoulders start to hurt, and then your chest hurts, and then your face is grimacing, and you're pissed off, and you're angry, and you're constantly battling this fucking beach ball, and all you have to do is let go. Let it pop up. The worst thing that a beach ball is going to do is maybe get you kind of wet and pop you in the nose and float off with the waves. It'll be gone as quick as you let it go. And you're doing that with your emotions. You are forcing them down as if you can control them. And it's energy. It's energy that wants to come up. It wants to come up so it can come out. And we are too busy saying, no, I got this. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Forget about it. And then you're telling yourself to forget about it when all you have to do is own it and let it go, because it goes away. I promise. And it goes away and it goes away and it goes away. And then happiness comes and that goes away. And then joy comes and that goes away, because emotions come and go like a breath in the wind. All of them. None of them are permanent. None of them are permanent. And if you would quit refusing help, you could actually receive professional support in exercising your emotions. And one of my favorite parts about doing this work with people, helping them with their emotional intelligence, is giving them a whole toolkit full of tools that once they're done coaching with me, you own those tools. You know how to work yourself through a breakdown. You know how to write a letter to yourself so you can feel your feelings. You can express yourself in a moment when you're triggered, instead of running away from the conversation, going home and running it through your mind for the rest of your damn life. You already know those conversations that you run over and over and over again. This is one of my most passionate subjects because it has supported me in living my best life and living free. Hello, Brianna and Matthew. Kimberly, thanks for being here. Hi, Aaron. You guys, it's so good to see you guys on here. I am loving sharing this content with you because it's all about you living your best life. And you have no velocity in your life because you're holding yourself back. You have put all these walls up that you think are meant to protect people from hurting you, but you're trapped inside those walls, and it's time for you to get out. It's time for you to get out. This is so bad. I'm so excited about this because if you were here in the beginning of the call, you noticed I was playing the song I Got Issues, and I was listening to, there was one more song before that, but most songs, most TV shows, most like lot of music, love songs, all of them, right? They play into all of our insecurities, even the revenge ones, like I'll show you. It's all unhealed wounds. It's all past grudges and resentments. And so we listen to stuff that continues to condition us to believe that like feeling this way is okay. Like struggling like that is okay. And that like some force outside of us is going to like make that all better. It is so up to you to heal. It's up to you to get support. It's up for you to ask for it and then let it in, because we're not used to being loved so much. That's a little switch in the topic, but that's the behind the scenes of why you don't let help in. We have a maximum capacity for how much we can tolerate. We have a maximum capacity for how much someone can truly care about us. We may say we want that, but then when love comes flooding in, it's like, wait a minute. We find a way to screw that up. It's called the upper limiting problem, and it's in The Big Leap, and I would love for you to read it. It's epic. And so we actually sabotage support and love coming our way. We sabotage feeling extra good for too long because it starts to feel weird, right? Or we start to look for, because we believe the bottom's going to fall out. So then we look for the fallout and we cause the fallout. We cause problems. We cause financial problems, relationship problems, well-being problems. We cause illnesses. And it's all because we're refusing to simply exasperate, just let those emotions and feelings and energy out into and through us. Okay, so sending you lots of love. If this resonates with you, I feel you. I've been in it for a long time, and I've been working myself out of it. And I've been practicing new things about slowing down and being so kind to myself and being okay with what I'm up to, and knowing that what I'm doing to create my career or create relationship or develop the relationships I have or continue to practice well-being and give things up that no longer serve me, those are exercises far beyond just trying to fix yourself or thinking that a certain kind of help will make you all better now. Okay. And so it's a lifelong process, and it's a process that requires you being very kind to yourself and allowing support and practicing receiving more things than you've ever received before, because right behind that is abundance and flow and prosperity and joy. Thank you for all the love, Christopher. I appreciate that. I see all those hearts coming in. All right, you guys, so that's today's information. That is the habit of refusing help, is it's keeping you locked in place. And I invite you to let go of that. I invite you to just wave your little white flag and say, I need a hand. I don't know what I'm doing. I could use some help. Okay. And so if you are participating in this 5-day challenge, I am inviting you today to schedule a 20-minute discovery session with me. That is the challenge today, is reach out, send me a DM, book a 20-minute call for next week. We'll talk about what you're dealing with and how you can work through that. Okay. And so you can reach out, and also, too, I want you to schedule the call with me. That's what you get the point for. But you may also already know the support you need or want or desire. You may have people in your life who are already offering you help and support. I'm one of them. But you may already have those people in your life. You may have known you want to go to therapy and you just say, I'll schedule the call when I get to it. Or you may want to hire a consultant of some sort and you say, when you wait for catastrophe to happen. That's when we give in to help is when catastrophe happens. But I want to encourage you to not do that, because you don't have to struggle that hard. You don't have to beat yourself over the head until you're suffering and bleeding so much that you drag yourself into the emergency room. Okay? So do that now. Reach out, book your 20-minute call with me, and then reach out to other means of support, or acknowledge people who already do support you. Start to get present to the amount of support in your life, because it's everywhere. But if you are present to the problem, you will stay present to the problem. That's for darn sure. If you stay present to possibility, you will see opportunities everywhere. I absolutely love you. I have so much enjoyed this 5-day challenge. We have one more day, and tomorrow is all about half-assing it. I can't wait to talk about that one. You guys, I love you. I'm all about you having the life you love. If you want to know more about the 5 weeks of the Velocity program, be sure to head over to the Hearts Unleashed podcast and listen to this Monday's 15-minute fill-up. I break down the 5 weeks. I break down the 5 habits in a little bit different detail. And if you want to read the details or check out the different pricing and everything for the Velocity program, it's 5 weeks for $1,500. I am promoting it right now because it's going to go up. It's going to turn into a 6-week program for $2,500. And if you have participated in all 5 days of this challenge, you will get $500 off of that program. I am offering this because if you're willing to put yourself out there, if you're willing to do 5 days of a challenge and tune in and get this information and then take it into your life, of course I'll give you $500 off, because it's time for you to generate velocity. Your soul is talking to you. Your heart is talking to you. Your heart is saying, please, let's go. We've been waiting for this. It's handed over right now. It's time for you to just show up. Accept the invitation. And so my invitation to you is to head over, send me a DM, say that you're ready. Let me know that you're ready and excited. You can still backdate all the day's challenges until tomorrow evening. Tomorrow at midnight, I'm cutting it off. But if you want to play catch up and you want to do all 5 days of the Velocity Challenge and put yourself out there and create velocity in your life, then freaking rah for you. And so one thing that I'm doing is I'm stacking that a discount opportunity is you can get the $500 off, and in the Hearts Unleashed podcast, I'm offering a discount for that in the cart, okay? And so I'm so excited for you to have an opportunity and have velocity accessible to you. And nobody can create it for you. You have to be the one to click through the website. You have to be the one to click submit on a post to me or a DM to me and really say, I want this. I'm freaking ready. And I'm dead damn tired of being dead damn tired of all this shit. Okay? So go ahead, visit AbigailGaz.com, participate in this challenge, go listen to the Hearts Unleashed podcast, do all the things, read all my posts, and then join me on a phone call. Reach out to me. We will book a 20-minute one-on-one call so you can tell me what you're up against and that you're actually ready to start receiving support, receiving help, and really enrolling yourself in your best life. I freaking love you. Take care.